little dreamers. Tonight, let's take a journey to the peaceful Arctic, where the snowflakes sing a gentle lullaby and the moon watches over the world. Meet Aurora, the kind and fluffy polar bear, and Pip, the playful little penguin. Together, they will laugh, dance, and listen to the whispers of the wind as the snowflakes twirl like tiny stars around them. The Arctic night was quiet and still. The moon shined softly, making the snow sparkle like tiny stars on the ground. A gentle breeze whispered through the air, carrying the softest song of winter. Sitting on a snowy hill, Aurora, a big fluffy polar bear, watched the snowflakes twirl and dance in the wind. Her warm blue eyes followed them as they floated down, soft as feathers. Beside her, Pip, a tiny penguin, waddled up, leaving a trail of tiny footprints behind him. He looked up at Aurora, his round eyes full of wonder. "Aurora," he asked in a whisper, "is the wind singing?" Aurora smiled. "Yes, Pip, it's a snowflake serenade, a song only the quiet night can hear." Pip tilted his head and listened carefully. The wind swirled, lifting the snowflakes high into the air, spinning them like tiny dancers. Aurora chuckled. "See how they twirl. Pip, every snowflake is part of the song." Pip flapped his wings excitedly, trying to catch a snowflake on his beak. "They look like little stars," he chirped. Aurora nodded. "Yes, and each one carries a whisper of winter's lullaby." Pip giggled as the snowflakes brushed against his feathers, making him shiver and laugh at the same time. The night was beautiful, but Pip suddenly felt a little cold. He tucked his wings close, trying to stay warm. Aurora noticed and gently scooped up a paw full of snow, shaping it into a soft, cozy nest. "Come, Pip," she said warmly. "Let's make a snow nest to keep us warm." Pip snuggled into the fluffy snow nest, sighing happily. It felt soft and cool like a pillow, but cozy like a hug. Aurora curled around the nest, wrapping them both in her warm, fluffy fur. The night felt safe and peaceful, and Pip let out a content little sigh. Aurora reached behind her and pulled out a small wooden ukulele. She strummed it softly, and the notes floated into the cold night air like tiny sparks of warmth. Pip pressed his little flippers against his chest, listening. The song was soft, like a lullaby woven into the wind. Then, something magical happened. As Aurora played, the snowflakes began to glow, twinkling as they drifted through the sky. Pip's eyes grew wide with wonder. "Aurora, the snowflakes are singing with you." Aurora smiled, playing another gentle note. "They've always been part of the song," she whispered. "You just have to listen closely." The music floated through the night, carried by the wind, making everything feel like a dream. Aurora strummed a livelier tune, and Pip jumped up, twirling and spinning in the snow. He kicked up tiny puffs of snow, flapped his wings, and hopped from one foot to the other, laughing as the glowing snowflakes swirled around him. Aurora chuckled as she watched him. "Looks like you found the music, Pip," she said. Pip clapped his wings and spun again, his beak open in a happy smile. "The snow is dancing with us, Aurora." "It always does," she said, playing a cheerful tune. The wind hummed along, the snowflakes twirled, and their laughter filled the quiet night. After their snowy dance, Pip waddled over to a small pot bubbling over a tiny fire. The warm smell of fish stew filled the air, making his belly rumble. Aurora watched as Pip carefully stirred the pot, his little flippers moving with focus. He scooped some into a wooden bowl and held it up proudly. "Taste it, Aurora," he said. "I made it just right this time." Aurora took a sip and smiled warmly. Pip, this is the best stew in the Arctic." Pip beamed and slurped happily from his own bowl. The fire crackled softly, sending tiny golden sparks into the cold air. Outside, the snowflakes floated slower, as if they, too, were getting sleepy. Pip let out a small yawn, his little wings drooping. The warmth of the stew, the music, and their laughter had made the night feel soft and dreamy. Aurora's voice grew quieter as she hummed a gentle tune. "The night is listening," she whispered, "and now it's time to rest." Pip curled into the snow nest, letting out a happy sigh. His round eyes fluttered closed, and his breathing became slow and steady. Aurora watched over him, her eyes full of warmth. The Arctic was now completely still, except for the gentle glow of the last few snowflakes catching the moonlight. She tucked her large paw around Pip, shielding him from the cold. The lullaby had ended. The snowflakes had finished their dance, and now only the quiet remained. Aurora looked up at the moon, her blue eyes reflecting its silver glow. The wind had settled, the stars twinkled softly, and the world felt safe and quiet. She gave one last glance at Pip, making sure he was warm and peaceful. Then she rested her head beside him, closing her eyes. Above them, the moon watched over them, a silent promise that tomorrow another snowflake serenade would come again. Good night, little dreamers.